Hi, my name is DrValMunsami. I'm the Deputy Director General in the Department of Science and Technology. The view of the role of SAGO, you have to step back in terms of the development of the National Space Strategy. And so essentially, the strategy is an articulation of user needs from various government departments. So we have to ensure that in setting up a space program, that the user requirements are always met. And so we set up SAGO as a structure to ensure that whatever the space program through the South African National Space Agency implements is taking cognizance of the user requirements. So we had to have that level of independence between the space agency and the users, and to bring the user requirements to the implementation agency. Just in terms of the benefits that SAGO is going to bring to the Earth observation community, what we're trying to do is plugging into the group on Earth observation. There's a whole international initiative about building a system of systems. So what is SAGO doing is reflecting into the GEO initiative, but it's also reflecting back into the Earth observation community. So as they build this group on Earth observation system of systems, we draw on the learning from that international initiatives. We plow it back into our Earth observation community. So by developing the South African Earth observation portal, which services our own EO community, we draw on that learning in terms of data architecture, standardization, integration of data sets, and so on. So as we build that international system, we also build the South African system, and we draw on the learning. But as we build the South African system, we plow back that learning into the international experience as well. So the DST is primarily responsible for the articulation of the strategies relating to the space sector. And so as we develop the space sector, we have to draw on what's happening in the ground level in terms of what the user requires. So you cannot craft a strategy independent of what the user requirements are. So our role as the DST is to make sure that the strategy is relevant to the user community and the EO community. And so by ensuring that there's a relevance in terms of our strategy and the implementation of the strategy, we set up the SAGO Secretariat. And the SAGO Secretariat somehow gives us a level of independence to assess whether we're actually meeting the user requirement. The SAGO's impact on the South African society will be felt through, if you look at the strategy itself, there's three focus areas. There's environmental resource management, there's health, safety and security, and there's innovation and economic growth. So under each of those focus areas, there's a number of user requirements. For example, if you take environmental resource management, there's land issues, there's ocean coastal monitoring, there's weather monitoring, and so on. So by servicing those user requirements, you're actually directly impacting on society. So by ensuring that the SIOS portal remains relevant to society and addresses those needs, then we're actually ensuring that there's maximum benefit from the SAGO to the communities. But what we're also doing is we're setting up communities of practice in specific areas. And it's the communities of practice that will draw the most benefit through SAGO by ensuring that the data that they extract is relevant to what they actually require to make decisions. And so it's the decision-making aspect of using the spatial information that will have the maximum benefit on those particular